Hi and welcome to Budget Model Railways, and I thought I'd do a little update on the micro layout that I did in the last video. It's quite a bit of work being done on it, quite a few changes. So this really was a concept to do more of the sort of train set oval layout that I've done a lot in double O, bedding in. And obviously it takes a lot less space. It's only 27 inches by 14 inches. This is using Kato set Unitrack. This is their 12-inch diameter. Now think about that. 18 inch is the smallest UK first radius. This is only 12 inch. The advantage of using the Unitrack rather than FlexiTrack is that you get a much more consistent curve without any kinks that tend to cause problems with, unless you're very careful how you lay FlexiTrack. The other advantage, of course, is Kato locomotives for the Japanese market are designed to go around 12-inch diameter curves. That's a very nice 262 steam loco running around there, with some longer wagons running quite happily around those curves. They're Kato. I've got a nice Bobo diesel that will run around it. I got this cheap earlier in the year, little Tomix 2-car diesel rail bus to sit in the passenger platform. So this really has got all the benefits of the traditional, if you like, train set model railway that I've made quite a few in double O. I've got a goods yard there. This is really a shunting layout. Believe it or not, it's an oval, but it's not. It's really a shunting layout. It's really an Inguinuk shunting layout with the ability to run some trains round. And since the last video, I've managed to get a second point in here to give me a couple of short sidings. I sat and experimented last night. Because you've got a long siding here and effectively a long head shunt, works really well, works really nicely. If anything, it's not as challenging as a normal Inguinuk because you've got two long sidings, you've got no space constraints. So it's nice for shunting. I can hold a passenger train in here, and when I've run some goods trains, I can run it back into the siding and I can run my passenger train. Or I can just simply shunt, let it run round occasionally and do some more shunting and run in with a long passenger train. So I'm really very pleased with this. I've done a few other additions. I've raised it on some timber there, which means that I can have one of our controllers underneath. Now that's important because when I was here practicing shunting with this the other night, I had the controller mounted in this corner. The problem with that is you're using the right hand for the controller and the right hand to uncouple. And I like to use both hands. I like to use one on the controller, right hand to uncouple, and the left hand then you can ease the locomotive away. So that solved a number of problems by moving the controller there. That means I can poke the wires for the points through, and that's decided me to see if I can get Doug. He is, after all, electronic engineering degree student, so hopefully he can work out how to wire these and switch these without using the Kato switches that they're designed for. He tells me it's straightforward. He's a teenager, so getting him around to do it will be interesting. But the idea is I could have a control panel with some switches. So that's quite good. And then I've tinkered around with what I can do. And suddenly this morning realised that if I put these buildings that I've got in there, I can have a little village, can have a road running through, level crossing, up over a bridge. These are buildings I had from previous layouts. That's just a Gauge Master Kestrel bungalow repurposed for the station building. Another Gauge Master building there, that's the industrial unit that I like to use as goods sheds, and a covered goods area from Outland Models in China. So it's all coming together quite nicely. Now one of the ideas I've got is perhaps not to do a back scene. Two reasons for this. One, the back scene that I got for it is 4 centimetres too short. But also some of the layouts that inspired this in Continental Modeler don't use back scenes. They're in the round, if you like. Theatre in the round. So because you could then view it from every angle, it's quite interesting. You can put your banks in. I can have my bridge over, perhaps do a rail bridge there just for a little bit of a scenic break. But I quite like that idea. It also reduces the height, of course, because you haven't got a back scene on it. I might need to, you think about storage, keep dust off, but perhaps just an old-fashioned dust sheet. But I quite like the idea of doing it in the round without the back scene. Not sure, be interested in your views. And like all my layouts, it was just waiting for that flash of inspiration. Literally 20 minutes ago, I had no idea. Put those down, all of a sudden I've got a village and a railway station, and then it all flows. the road come up. This can be a bank with some trees and a bit of an area there for the goods yard. I was going to lift all this up, but I like the fact that the track is lifted on the ballast as it would be in real life. So I will start them at a lower level and then lift buildings and things because they're a bit low for the track. But it's a classic model railway, train set model railway. Just 3 points, but you can run 2 different lots of trains out of it. You can shunt on it. Because of Kato being small, being able to run on small radius, 12-inch diameter, 6 inches less than first radius. I've got a number of locos. I've got 2 steam locos. I've got 2 nice diesels that will run around it, Japanese diesels. I've also got the pocket line steam train sets, steam loco and a couple of coaches, which could be mixed passenger goods. So there's no shortage of locos that will run on it. And it's compact. And because it's Kato track, it'll be really reliable. So I think this could be one of the best N-gauge layouts I've built. All the others I've built I've hit problems with. So my really nice big Scenic one, the flexi track curves are a little unreliable. And I can't run some of the bigger locos that, strange enough, will run on this okay. One of the shunting layouts I bought with all the ballasted track, and supposedly the shallower points is not as reliable. The one I've just built, the urban scene, that works really well, the one to go on the motorbike. If you've not seen any of these, go back through and have a look on the videos. But this so far could be the really good little N-gauge layout I've been waiting for. Certainly that little layout, loco, I bought that as a 60th birthday present for myself. One of the few new locos I've ever bought. Let's see if I can get the camera angle down here. Somebody asked me, do I edit videos? No, I don't, because this is the second attempt to do this because I stopped to do earlier and lost the video. So if it's a bit rough and ready, you'll have to bear with me. So there we go, a lot going on. Hope to get some more progress done, but I'm quite excited about this one. I think it could end up looking really nice. Thank you as always for watching, and as always, look forward to your comments.